Hello there, Magdalena. Okay, sorry for the small delay getting your work back to you. There's a lot of students on the course and it's causing a bit of a backlog, but we will be back to normal pretty soon. The two pie charts illustrate the proportion of favourite school subjects in New South Wales during 2 years, 2014 and 2017. Perfect. Overall in 2014, the most popular subjects were geography, maths and physics, followed by biology and PE, while the least, we can put a comma in here, while the least amount of students chose history, IT and chemistry. Good. This proportion changed in 2017 and the highest percentage was biology, physics and history, then were geography, maths and PE. Moreover, no one was interested in chemistry. Good. Excellent. Now this is a good paragraph. It's the overall review to put at the end, and we can kind of use it like a conclusion, and it just shows the examiner that we've considered the structure of the essay. In 2014, the highest percentage of students preferred geography, maths and physics with 27.7%, 23.3% and respectively. Good. In 2017, interest of the students fell for the first two subjects to 18.7, in geography 12.2, in maths, whereas for physics it rose past to 21.2. Now, you can hear me and I'm almost repeating all of them, okay? But the problem is that it takes a lot of sort of like energy and time because it's not natural, okay? And we can also boost our score if we do this technique and we say with almost 30%, okay, or maybe not there because it's not so appropriate when we're saying respectively, but we could say here, fell for the first two subjects to just under 20% in geography. Yep, and 12 point and over and just over 12 and just over 10% or just over 12% in maths. Yeah, this way we're using more structures, more language structures, and we avoid listing and we avoid being very, very detailed, because at the end of the day this is an overview. Yeah, this is an overview, so we want to get the general idea. When we get the general idea, we don't need the specifics. So specifics are okay, but not through the entire report. Just bear that in mind, okay? Comparably, the preference for biology went up from 13.4% in 2014 to 24.1% in 2017. And it was the most popular subject then. Good. In terms of the least favourite subjects in 2014, the amount of students who chose PE decreased from 8.7% to 3.2% in 2017. Good. In contrast, interest in history increased significantly from 1.9 to, okay, we could say increased by almost 20 times from just over 1% to almost 20% in 2017. Can you see how much richer that sounds? Increased almost 20 times, decreased decreased fourfold to 3%. Yeah. So have a look at those structures. They'll be very useful. Similarly, for IT, the proportions also rose, but only slightly, by 0.2 to 1.4. Okay, so from 0.2 to 1.4. Yeah. Or slightly by 0.2 to 1.4. If we say by, then I'm assuming it was 1.2 before. Okay, so by is the amount that it increased by. So just make sure you get that straight. Also, remember, we use points, not commas, for the middle there. Finally, chemistry, which is the least favourite subject in 2014 with 1%, lost all interest from students in 2017, would be the best way there, okay? And we don't need however in there. Good work, right? Very good work. And well done for using the superlatives as well. So this is well structured. Move this to the end. Okay. Use some more fancy structures. Nearly doubled, nearly tripled, almost 40, just under 50. These kind of structures. And also use these respectively and the exact figures as well. We need a mix. We need a variety to show grammatical range and accuracy, and also to improve our lexical resource score. All right, Magdalena? Great work there. Very impressed. The difference in age between parents and their children has increased compared to the past. Do the benefits of this outweigh the disadvantages? It is seen these days it's not the most natural to start an essay, especially an academic essay, with an object pronoun. We could just say nowadays, yeah, and it's much more concise, much more succinct. Nowadays, people around the world wait with the decision about having children to late adulthood. Okay, here we could even say delay. And we'd also be careful because it's not totally accurate. This is a trend that's more common in the Western world. So we might want to just clarify that. In the developing world, there's still mothers giving birth at 16, 17, 18. Yeah. So nowadays, people in the Western world often wait with regards to having children full stop, or often delay the decision about having children to late adulthood. Okay, this particular situation leads to an upward trend in the age of parents, which is higher than 10 years ago. Good. Although becoming a mature parent who has a stable, check your spelling, career would certainly be a better situation for children, comma, there are some drawbacks of late parenting. Good. Now we've got a conjunction here. We don't need another conjunction there, so be careful. Yeah? We just have a comma. Although becoming a mature parent would certainly be a better situation for children, comma, there are some drawbacks of late parenting. One evident benefit of becoming a late parent is that most people at this age achieve or have, achieve is better, yeah, achieve a stable career. So they will have money to ensure their children's Saxon genitive, well-being, because raising children is very expensive these days. Good. Or what could we say instead of these days, Magdalena? We could say raising children is very expensive in modern society, full stop. For example, parents will be able to pay for private primary and secondary education. Secondly, parents who are fulfilled at work have extra time and can focus more on raising a child, so that they can spend evenings playing together or reading bedtime stories. Furthermore, people in their late adulthood are mature and have enough knowledge, so the decision about having children is more conscious. So have a look at the end chapters in the sentence guide course. Have a look at those and you'll see the C2 structure, okay, which seems like we're kind of following, but it also tells you how to give proper examples or more believable examples, and you'll have some phrases there that you can incorporate into your paragraphs to make them sound even more academic. And hedging is one stylistic element I want to see you introduce into your next essay. It's just basically saying may and could, and this makes it more accurate. It's described in better and more detail in the course. On the other hand, there are some obvious disadvantages of a larger generation gap. One ample reason, no, use ample with evidence. There is ample evidence. It's like a collocation. Okay, or one strong reason, one clear reason, is that older people often have serious health issues resulting from their age. For instance, many people in their 50s have problems with heart diseases and could have a heart attack, which might lead to death, and a child will be traumatized. Good. Another drawback of parenting in late adulthood is that some people will not be tough enough to meet demands of an infant. For example, being wakened Yeah, being woken up many times at night while taking care of it. Good. Fantastic. And we can make this sound more academic by saying a recent study by the British government showed that the stress of parenthood is a considerable factor, and young parents dealt better with it. Okay, something like that. But a recent study just helps you sound more believable, it sounds stronger, and you can use phrases such as recent empirical research and stuff like that, which just helps you pick up a few points. In conclusion, although the large generation gap has some minus points, the advantages of being a parent during late adulthood clearly outweigh them. Good work there, Magdalena. Very impressed. So what I want you to do now is implement all the corrections that you've heard, research the videos that I mentioned, implement the corrections, okay, make an error list, and then send me back the corrected work and your error list and your answers to the 2 new essays. And after you've written the 2 new essays, check those for mistakes you've made previously. Okay, we're doing really well. Let's keep on improving. Have a fantastic day and all the best.